Good morning, everybody. David Atkins, targeted individual. Um, Man, I'm sorry I haven't been in social media and stuff for the last 5 days. It's been since I've done a video. It's okay though, God said, "Be of good cheer. In this world you may have tribulations, but I have overcome the world." And the verse for that is John 16:33. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. So I'm keeping my eyes on the prize. That's just my belief. My videos are for anyone, even non-believers, because I understand. I was mad at God for a while, and because of this targeting, I went through a lot of stuff mad at God. I was almost, I was just mad at him, and I would tell him I was mad at him, and because I'm like, why is this happening to me, Lord? I'm following your word. I'm following your word. But what I didn't realize is Peter got hung upside down on a cross. Paul got sawn in two. John the Baptist got his head cut off. So, and I'm fixing to talk about remote neural monitoring. Just a quick thing real quick. I wanted to read y'all. But, I've been doing some research and I got some really good stuff coming up. I just got to get in the mood to do it. I got hit with direct energy weapons this morning, 3 o'clock. It gave up about 5:30. But anyway, yeah, and like I said, if you're not a fan of religion, or I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but if you're not a fan of Jesus followers and stuff like that, this is still for you, and I understand, and I don't look down on you or think I'm better than you. You're entitled to your belief. Like I said, I used to be mad at God, and I've been there. So anyway, I can relate. This torture's hell, and sometimes you question God, and but what I had to think of, man, his disciples went through hell too. Stephen got stoned to death. You know what I'm saying? So just because we follow God, in this world we'll have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I've overcome this world. All right, I'm going to start. This is just a quick article to let y'all know this is a good article, but I do better articles than this in my opinion. But remote neural monitor, Robert C. Gunn, Ann Arbor, Michigan, is an NSA clinical psychologist involved in the human constitutional right violations of mind control. This is for entertainment purposes only, by the way. He's committed unthinkable atrocities worldwide. Gunn is involved in covert psychological warfare against innocent Americans and other global citizens. He is among the developers of psychotronic attacks, which is a highly advanced surreal form of mind control that is intended to induce suicide among thousands of targets. The mind control technology is known as remote neural monitoring. The technology employs satellite-derived extra-low frequencies to communicate voice-to-skull transmission. This produces schizophrenic symptoms. ELF radio signals, or extra-low frequency, are used to communicate with naval submarines deep below the ocean surfaces. These frequencies can pinpoint a target anywhere on Earth and can penetrate rock, water, concrete, or any other dense matter. Consider this: the brain is composed of neurons, wires, and is powered by low electrical currents. Much like insects can communicate with non-contact antenna, humans can communicate with radio transceivers. Just like each of us has our own genetic code, DNA, each of us has our own distinct radio frequencies. Find the frequencies and terror technician can communicate directly via the brain. Gunn is part of the development team that created a protocol of torturing victims. For decades, Gunn worked as a clinical psychologist at the Ann Arbor Veterans Affairs Hospital. There, Gunn developed World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam prisoners of war. Gunn learned the secrets of mind control torture techniques by deprogramming these prisoners of war. Then in the 1980s, Gunn was recruited to work on the Strategic Defense Initiative, commonly known as the Star Wars program. He had already been involved in the land-based mind control experiments involving mobile microwave triangulation transmission. Gunn and a staff of technicians would isolate a victim and beam radio signals into the victim's home. Now, unbelievably, these attacks are delivered via satellite. In addition to mind control torture, Gunn and others developed a methodology to produce remote delivered body shocks to the groin and elsewhere. The third component of this torture involves holographic projections and audible acoustic projections. Finally, the fourth component of this electronic harassment involves gang stalking. This involves actual incidents of communicative operatives stalking and spying on neighbors. Sometimes the gang stalkers are paid operatives that are equipped with electronic eavesdropping devices, infrared detectors, X-ray viewers, and direct energy weapons that fire off high-energy microwave pulses. Gunn is involved with a covert unit of national security agents. The unit operates like a Nazi Gestapo agents without regard for human or constitutional rights. The first reports of these attacks surfaced throughout Michigan and the Canadian border communities. Michigan is the only state in the nation to enact legislation outlawing this type of electronic harassment, which lends credibility to the fact that these covert operations operatives exist. The founders of Amway are the largest contributors to the Bush family's so-called New World Order, which is high-tech offspring of the Michigan militia. Amway is notorious for gang-stalking people who seek to escape the pyramid scheme subculture. The targets of these attacks are often estranged domestic partners and other degenerates who are addicted to alcohol. Anyway, I'm done there. I just wanted to read this article about this dude. You can look him up. You need to Google remote neural monitoring plus NSA plus lawsuit plus Michigan. Michigan's the only place, but banning it ain't going to do nothing. How can you prove they done it? You get what I'm saying? But my faith is in God, and I will not give up. I got better videos coming soon. I assure you that. I've just been getting hit hard lately, but there is some stuff in research I'm researching, and one of them is brain-to-brain interface. Once I get that done, I will upload the video, and I will, no matter if I'm feeling good or got the research done, I will check in with y'all from time to time and let y'all know how I'm doing. In the world, you shall have temptations, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. That's what Jesus said. Y'all have a good day, and God bless.